Hi guys, it's Aleksandar from AC Clarinet Tutoring and welcome to another video. Today's video is tutorial number 4 on minor scales. Now the objectives of this tutorial are as follows. To explain what melodic and harmonic minor scales are and why them specifically to focus on. To explain the importance of playing minor scales and practicing them regularly, and finally to demonstrate a few on the clarinet. What are harmonic and melodic minor scales? Well, harmonic minor scales consist of 8 notes, and typically the 7th note of the scale is raised by a semitone. The melodic minor scale, on the other hand, has the 6th and 7th degrees of the scale risen by a semitone. And why melodic and harmonic minor scales? Well, the reason being is that from personal experience, when undertaking my exams at ABRSM, I came to realize that scales are actually extremely important, and harmonic and melodic minor scales are the ones that are required in great depth, and even more so when you progress to the higher grades. Why are they important though? Why should we practice them? I know for many clarinetists and many people playing instruments, scales and arpeggios might not be your go-to. But why do we need to practice them? Well, the reason for that is because, firstly, you'll really develop your technical playing abilities to such a great extent. I really can't emphasize further how if you practice these scales every day or as regularly as you can, you'll become more proficient technically. And that will be something you'll see as time progresses. So I really promise you that they will help you become technically really fluent and solid. But secondly, practicing minor scales is actually an application, just like major scales, just like arpeggios, to different repertoire that you will explore. Whether it's music from the Baroque period or the Romantic or the Classical period, seeing these minor scale patterns beforehand and practicing them is actually something that you'll end up perhaps seeing in one pattern or another in a piece you play. So that's the beauty of practicing your melodic and harmonic minor scales and all other scales regularly. So, to start off with, I'll give you an example. So, let's say G melodic minor. So, you might ask yourself, how do we play G melodic minor? Well, if you know your circle of fifths, and if you've done your music theory, or if you have the basic knowledge, then you'll probably remember that G minor has 2 flats in its key signature. And where are the flats? Well, the flats are in B and E. So B flat and E flat are typically your notes that have that flat accidental. But I'm not going to play the notes G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F and G. And you might ask yourself, why is that? Well, because like I said at the beginning of the video, the harmonic minor scale has the 7th degree of the scale that is raised by a semitone. So in this case, instead of an F, you'll have to remember to play your F sharp. So your F sharp is really important to remember. But let's say, for instance, I was looking at a melodic minor scale. So your C melodic minor, let's take that as an example. Now, remember, what is C melodic minor? How many flats does it have? Well, if you look at your circle of fifths, you'll see that E flat major has 3 flats, and then C minor is the minor scale that has 3 flats as well. So you would think that you would play your notes as C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, uh, B flat and C. But actually what we're doing is, because we're raising the 6th and the 7th degrees of the scale upwards by semitone, we'll have C, D, E flat, F, G, and now A, B, and we'll finish on a C. And something I think is really useful is try to, in your head, listen out for the differences between the G harmonic minor scale that I played and the C melodic minor scale that I'm about to play. So in this case I went 2 octaves. Previously I did 1 octave, but you know, it's not really much of a difference. The logic still applies, and you can see how this time that the scales actually sound a bit different. Let's now look at another scale such as A harmonic minor. Now this is probably one of your nicer scales to practice, because actually we have no sharps or flats in the key signature. But remember, the harmonic minor scale has to have the 7th note of the scale risen by a semitone. So you might think to yourself, well, we'll play something like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. But actually, the catch is that the 7th degree has to be risen, and that will mean that G becomes G sharp. So there you can hear the differences between A harmonic minor, C melodic minor, and G harmonic minor. And remember, these are just examples I chose to demonstrate on my clarinet. So to round off this video, what have we learnt? Well, we've understood the intuition behind playing different minor scales, why they are important and their application. But just remember also that this doesn't apply just to a clarinetist. If you're a saxophone player, then this will be something that I'm sure you'll want to practice over and over again. If you play the violin, if you play the trumpet, whatever instrument you play, there will be a huge benefit in practicing your minor scales and all other scales and arpeggios. And I really promise you that if you stick to it and you practice regularly, then you will become technically very skilled. I really do promise that. So I really hope that this video helped you guys out a lot. And if you enjoy watching my content, or if you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Cheers for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.